we look at it a loss today, a defeat has really dented our challenge title race. We saw today how our boys couldn't find themselves in the game. We were dominated a lot. From the previous two games, we saw how we actually struggled to beat the Kaizer Chiefs as well as the Kukune. And today it really showed that we won those games unconvincingly because they exploited us in the midfield and they made sure that they take advantage of the defense we had today. Our pace was not there. We saw how their attackers made runs that really killed us in the game, and they really made a statement that we are not ready to maybe challenge them for the title yet. So I don't know what your take on today's game.
No, I think they won this game in the first half because I think their game plan was so proper because they watched our two previous games, and first half we were struggling always. We didn't have confidence in the first half, so that's why they pressed us, and then they got 2 goals out of that, and then I think that's where they won the goal because that's a concern because it has been 2 games now. In the first game of the minutes, we're always struggling. I don't know why, and then Sundowns used those chances they got because of we were sleeping. We were caught sleeping, and then they just scored 2 goals, and then we came back strong second half. Even though if you attack, then you open at the back, and then they saw the gaps and they used them. So that's how they beat us today.
Yeah, usually we come back stronger on the 10th of the year, but then this season it's been quite a different story because we started the season really strong, but then since the 10th of the year, this is our second defeat, meaning now we are 9 points behind Mamelodi Sundowns. So is it a matter of Orlando Pirates being a half-a-season team? We don't have enough depth to continue our form from the start of the season until the end, because we saw in the previous seasons we would get stronger in the second round of the season, whereas we lost a lot of points in the first. But this time around it's becoming quite a different story. Have we run our legs? Do we have any other options where we can just find solutions? Because now the transfer window is closed. We can't really say we're going to look for players who are going to save us from this downfall we are facing. We have to work with whatever we have. So what do we do now? What does the coach say to the players? How does the coach motivate the players? What's the way forward?
No, I think firstly the concern is if you can look at our team, you can say the fatigue is already there. Some players you can see, players like Botito, they're no longer performing to their usual level. But on that one, I will always blame the coach because he continued to play in the same team, and then players that are coming are not ready. They're still going to take time to adapt. I think that's the biggest concern. Our squad, I think, it's not balanced because we have fit players and we have unfit players. That's the biggest concern. But so far, nothing is lost. We still have lots of game to fight for. I think we're on the 14th of 13th game. We still have a chance to fight back. Hopefully, let's hope we'll come back very strong.
But what is it going to take for us to match Mamelodi Sundowns in terms of quality? Because we saw now they've introduced Jaden Adams. They have quite a lot of midfielders who play to their best. They have a lot of great attackers. Whenever they replace with quality. They make sure that they can be able to win games from the bench. What does it take for us now that the window is closed to match them? Do we bring back the likes of Musele, Nda, and then just try to get them fit, even though it might cost us games if we just throw them into the deep end? But then what do we do? Do we just throw them and hope for the best, or are we going to gradually bring them back while the likes of Tito, the likes of Mufukeng are getting even more tired by the game?
No, I think the only difference now between us and them is they have fresh squad. To be honest, they're circulating their team so very well, and then I think we're only playing one team, and then to be honest, same lineup can contain the whole season. So I think we need to freshen up the squad. Let those players, Musele, Olisanda, let them come and help us, and then come and give these players a rest, because to be honest, they're running tireless, and then we need someone fresh to come and to carry the load for the team, because Mufukeng can't anymore, can't alone. So it's so important. So all the players must come back, and then they must be given a fair chance. I was also happy to see Ndondo back today. I believe it's one player that offensively can come and help us.
No, thank you. So in closing, I'd like to say thank you to the Orlando Pirates supporters as well as the Inside the Bucs subscribers, followers, viewers, for being able to show sportsmanship. Even after a tough defeat, they still stayed behind, cheered for the players, told them to go on, keep fighting. I thank you for the spirit, because we saw a few uncharacteristic people who were threatening to ruin the game, but we showed as Orlando Pirates that we are bigger than that. We are a team that believes in our players, and can you continue doing that, because this will give the players the morale they need to get up and continue fighting for the league title as well as the cap. So what would you like to say?
No, I would just like to say well done to the Pirates fans. They always come in numbers. They always show that they're supporting a very big team. So one loss can never divide us. So let's come again, Nedbank Cup next week Saturday. Let's come in numbers, rally behind our boys to give them the confidence. They are good players. It's just that it's part of the game. We lose some, we win some. But well done to the supporters for coming in numbers, for cheering the boys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Inside the Bucs family. Let's continue cheering for our supporters. Buccaneer.